speaking of discounts, we will show you a quick way to calculate the value of a member. So this is a revenue-based value of your member. Here is kind of a simple framework. It's kind of naive in that it makes a lot of assumptions. And it's likely not 100% correct, but it's still close enough to correct to be an effective approach. Having said that, you will likely want to talk to your accounting or finance team to make sure you're using your metrics in the best way possible. But in order to calculate member lifetime value, you only need a few steps. First steps, you need to know the total number of members that you have. So in our example here, our kind of simulated data, we've got 10,000 total members. You also want to know the average member tenure. The way I would approach this is I would take sort of a representative recent set of every member who has left, say every member who left last year. And then from those members who actually did churn, calculate how long they were members before they churned. So here it's been about 7 years. And that's kind of an expected number. Anybody who's a member now, how long can you expect them to be a member? Then what you want to do is take both dues and non-dues revenue. So this would be your total dues revenue over that same year. And this would be all your non-dues revenue over the same year. And then finally, you want to know your total cost to serve a member. This is going to be different depending on the organization and the way you service your membership. But at a minimum, it's likely going to include the salary and the cost of your membership department, any sort of publication or benefits that a member gets that you send out to them. You want to include that in this calculation here. Same thing for any recruitment, retention, engagement, marketing materials. You probably want to include that in a bucket as well. So once you have these calculations, what you really want to do is find out on average how much of these are per member. So that's a simple calculation of dividing the number you had here by the number of total members that you have. You can do that for each of these same calculations there. Once you have that, what you can do is calculate your expected revenue per member over their lifetime. And that's a calculation of dues plus non-dues revenue per year. Add those together and then multiply it times the average member tenure. That's sort of your expected value of the member per the lifetime that they stay with your organization. You can do the same thing for cost. And once you subtract this number, the value minus the cost, that's your total break even. So this is the highest amount of a discount in whatever form that you could give to a member and still expect to make some sort of funding from that member over the lifetime that they're with your organization. There are probably more advanced techniques you would want to talk to with your finance and accounting team to make sure that that number is very accurate, but it is a good way to start thinking about strategies to contact your member, make sure you're prioritizing more effective strategies over less effective ones.